We are the 10th Legion, exiles from a dying empire who founded the Kingdom of Ebb. For 400 years, we guided and protected our people. We gave them peace, prosperity, fair judgment. Some say it was the death of the old king that turned the people against us. That it was Jane Cascinder who took up the sword and drove us from our chapter houses and estates. I was not there for the final battle, when the last of our legion faced Jane Cascinder beneath the boughs of an ancient, hallowed tree. Nor do I know what power she called upon in that forest to murder my comrades and friends. After that, the forest was changed, twisted and ruined. Only Jane walked out of that place alive. 30 years have passed since the Legion was destroyed, and Ebb has suffered in that time. War rages without end between Jane Cascinder in the east and the royal family in the west. A few sons and daughters of the Legion remain. You are one of their number. I write to you, my young friend, with urgent news. I know your childhood has not been easy, passed from one sympathetic household to the next, always one step ahead of our enemies. Your father, Humont Baron, was our last Grand Master, and he would have wanted a better life for his son. But he and your mother are long dead, murdered by Jane Cascinder. As the last survivor of the old Legion, I've tried my best to keep you safe, to ensure that you are trained in the manner of your forefathers, with sword and shield. But Jane Cascinder hunts for us still. Now I fear that her spies may be getting close. We cannot delay any longer. We still have a chance to join together, rebuild the Legion, and take our country back from Jane Cascinder before it's too late. The sons and daughters of the Legion are gathering in the north, at your family's old estate. I urge you to join us in the Valley of Rupenval as quickly as you can. Help us restore all that was lost. Your faithful friend, Odo.
Seems we have another rat trying to escape the trap.
Here. I was afraid everyone else was dead. Are you all right?
I'm fine. But who are you? Have we met?
No. But I've seen portraits of the Montbaron family. And you can only be Hugh Montbaron's son. My name is Martin Guiscard, and I'm a friend of Odo's, and a son of the Legion like you.
When I got here, the house was on fire, and everyone was dead. How did this happen?
We didn't have any warning. They surrounded the house and hit us fast. I don't even know who hired them. Damn, they found us again. We can't wait any longer. I've set a trap. 3 kegs of gunpowder on the bridge below. Thought I'd cover my escape if they found me. All we need to do is light the fuses. Come on, to the bridge. Go on, light the fuses. 2 more to light. Hurry. And the last. The trap is sprung. Cover your ears.
The Montbaron estate burned, and with it my dream of a reborn 10th Legion. Or so I thought. I did not know that you and Martin Guiscard had escaped the destruction. As you fled into the night, you bore with you the future of the Legion. Pursued by enemies, fleeing toward an uncertain fate, you made your way across the empty leaves of the Rukenval. Throughout the journey, you were driven by a single hope, that others had survived the devastation, and that they reached the safety of the Rukenval chapter house. It was a slender hope, to be sure, but even a small hope can warm a man in the cold dark of night. As long as you drew breath, the 10th Legion yet lived, but your foes pressed close about, hunting you. The fate of the Legion, the fate of Ebb itself rested with you.
I know this part of the valley. We've come a long way. I think we're close to the old Legion chapter house. If any of our friends are still alive, that's where they'll be.
Tell me about the attack. What do you remember?
Odo sent letters to all the descendants of the Legion. He wanted to gather them here, train them as Legionnaires, and take back the country. Most had already arrived when the mercenaries found us. They surrounded the estate. Must have killed the men who were on watch. They smashed through the windows and the doors, slaughtered everyone they could find.
How many people were in the estate when you were attacked?
Almost 40. All sons and daughters of the Legion. Some of them had fought in the wars, but the rest, they were no match for those soldiers. We can hope that a few survived, but most of them are dead. Our enemies didn't seem interested in prisoners.
Those mercenary soldiers, have you fought them before?
They were Leskanzi, I think. A wandering people, from the desert in the north. I have no idea who sent them here. Leskanzi will fight for anyone who pays them. No, our real enemy hasn't shown himself. Or herself. Not yet.
Did you see what happened to Odo?
No. I lost sight of him when the fire started. But we agreed to meet at the old chapter house if anything went wrong.
That's enough about the attack for now.
Right. Maybe Odo can tell us more. If he's alive.
I've never been here before. Does this valley have a name?
They call it the Rukenval. It's hard country. Not easy to control, even with an army. That's why Odo chose this place. He thought we'd be safe here, while we trained a new legion.
How many people live out here?
Only a few. There's a village, Raven's Rill. Most of the people are hunters and trappers from all I've heard. Pilgrims and merchants used to come here before the Legion fell. Made the town rich. But that was years ago, when the roads were still safe.
Was my father born here, in the Rukenval?
I think so. The Montbarons were granted their land by King Conread, and the family lived here ever since. Another Legion family had a manor here too. The Gunderics, an old line. Your father didn't trust them.
You said this is hard country. Are there any dangers I should know about?
Spiders. They're as large as a man, and they're smart. They'll ambush travelers on the road. And there's worse things in the forest. Have you heard of the Dakenware? The Beast Lords? In other parts of Ebb, they're only stories. Out here, believe me, they're all too real.
Thank you. That's all I need to know about the valley.
Sorry I couldn't tell you more. I've only been here for a few weeks myself.
The Legion had a chapter house here? In this valley?
They built chapter houses in every part of Ebb, even in remote places like this. They were strongholds where legionnaires would meet, sometimes in fellowship, sometimes for war. You should have seen the Grand Chapter House in Stonebridge, headquarters for the whole Legion. My father took me inside it once.
Let's keep moving. We can talk more later.
You're right. The chapter house isn't far. Follow me. If our enemies knew we were at the estate, they may have guessed that we'd make a run for the chapter house. No help for it, though. That's where we agreed to meet. We'll have to stay sharp. They could come for us anywhere, at any time. A military camp. Leskanzi by the look of it. can't be a coincidence. Let's look around. We might find out what they're planning. So, there's a bounty on our heads. That means they know we're alive, and they're still hunting for us. There it is, the bridge to the chapter house. Looks like trouble up ahead.
Huh? What's this? Oh, well. Looks like I'll make some decent coin for this job after all.
Out of the way. We have no business with you.
Spoken like a man of the 10th Legion. Arrogant and foolhardy. Lucky for me, I found you first. That means I'll get a handsome bonus for your heads.
You murdering scum. You'll have no bonus for my head.
Lively up, boys. It's time to earn some gold.
Dealt with that one. We're outflanked. More coming up from behind. Damn. I've been shot. By that bastard with the gun. If we're lucky, Odo is on the other side of this gate.
You're alive? Both of you? I thought I was the only one left.
Odo, you made it. But where are...
The others. The men and women I've kept safe for 30 years. Dead. All of them.
Do you have any idea who's behind this?
I can think of a few possibilities. Jane Cassander, for one. As long as we're alive, we're a threat. A symbol of the nation she destroyed. And there's the royal court, or what's left of it. They may still blame the Legion for the old king's death.
That's two possibilities. Any others?
Anyone who stands to profit from civil war and bedlam. That's a long and formidable list.
You don't seem hurt. How did you get out?
I rounded up a few of our people. The only ones who hadn't been killed. Renault, Hannah, and one of the twins from Drakenberg. Giles, I think. We jumped from the second floor of the house, made a break for the woods.
Tell me the rest.
Some of the mercenaries saw us. They fired their guns. I heard one of the others cry out. Then there were more Lescanzi in front of us. We tried to fight our way through. By the time it was over, the others were dead. All I could do was make my way here.
Who else could have survived? We need to find them.
My ward, Anjali. I sent her to keep watch for latecomers. She wasn't at the estate when we were attacked. And there's another survivor, too. The half-blood Lescanzi girl. I couldn't convince her to join us before, but things are different now. Might have been one or two others who hadn't arrived yet when we were attacked. Hard to say.
Odo, who is this ward of yours?
Anjali, my adopted daughter. She's unique. Has a foreign look about her.
Resourceful girl. Learned that from me. Fights with a spear. She'll be hard to miss.
What do you know about the Lescanzi woman? You say she has Legion blood, but is she really on our side?
She'll be a delicate problem. I don't expect her to join us. Not yet.
We can't trust her, Odo. She's unpredictable, undisciplined, and...
Doesn't matter. If there's Legion blood in her veins, she's family. I won't forsake her.
If they're alive, I'll find them. Martin, you better stay here.
I agree. You're bleeding, Giscard, and you can barely stand up.
I'll do what I can for Martin, but he'll be no help to you, not like this. I'm sorry. You'll be on your own until you find the others.
You know this valley better than me. Where could they have gone?
Raven's Rill. It's the only town in the valley. The people here stayed true to the Legion, even when the rest of Ebb turned against us.
I'll head for Raven's Rill, then.
The town is west of here. Cross the bridge and turn right at the crossroads. Try to find Lazar Basili, the town boyar. He's an old friend and he'll help us if he can.
And be careful. Those mercenaries are still here in the valley. Keep your eyes sharp and come back safe.
First time I've been shot. Hurts worse than I thought.
Head west and turn right at the crossroads. The road will take you straight to Raven's Rill.
You're a Legionnaire, aren't you? Bad idea coming here.
Why would you say that? Is there trouble in the village?
The Rill is an occupied town. I'm not sure how you got this far with all the Lascanzi about.
I dealt with some mercenaries. They were a nuisance, nothing more.
Won't matter. The Lascanzi have the village surrounded, and they've fortified the upper town. It's a lost cause.
Do you know where I can find Lazar Vasili?
No, I haven't seen him. Not since the mercenaries got here. Some of the folk in town may know more, but I doubt they'll tell you.
And why is that?
They're scared. The Lascanzi have already killed one of our constables, and now they're asking a lot of questions about Legionnaires. Everyone knows the Legion is finished. It would be foolish to help you.
Are you going to let me pass or not?
I've no orders to stop you. Open the gates!
Is it true? The old estate was burned to the ground?
Please, I just want to be left alone. Can't a widow grieve in peace?
I'm trying to find Lazar Vasili, the town boyar.
Forget about Lazar. He's probably dead, like my Vaclav.
How did your husband die?
The mercenary filth marched in and took over the Rill. My husband Vaclav was a constable here in town. Vaclav spoke out against the invaders, and one of the bastards ran him through without a second thought. Murdered him in cold blood. A curse on all Lascanzi.
This murderer needs to be brought to justice. Who was it?
I heard the others cheer his name. Boris, as he... I beg you, Legionnaire, avenge this wrong. Avenge my husband!
We'll give him justice, cold and swift. What does he look like, and where is he gone?
He wore a sash across his face. Bring me that sash and I'll know the bastard is dead.
You're in danger. I can help you, but we must be discreet. Pretend that you know me. We're old friends, yes? Or even lovers, perhaps.
Then take my arm, Miss...
Katerina. And if we weren't playing, I might take your arm. If you were the charming gentleman you seem, but I have to be quick. This town is a trap. An army of Lascanzi mercenaries is hiding in the Upper Rill, behind the walls. More of them are in the forest, outside of town. They wait for you, and for your friends. The woman who hired them, she's not taking any chances.
So the mercenaries were hired by a woman? Do you know who she is?
I won't speak her name, not when she's so close. You might think me foolish, but better foolish and safe than brazen and dead.
You say this town is a trap. What's your role in it?
I am the bait. I was told to watch for Legionnaires and to warn the others if I found you. They would come running from all directions, and you would be caught or killed. But my sister and I have other plans, so the trap won't be sprung. Bad luck for my employer, yes?
You're a Lascanzi. You betray your own people?
I decide who my people are and who they are not. My loyalty does not come at a price.
I'm listening. Tell me the rest.
Follow the western road out of town. My sister is waiting for you in a cave there. Her name is Leona. You would do well to speak to her.
You said I'd do well to speak with her. Why?
You are looking for your comrades, yes? Men and women of Legion blood. If any of them survived the attack, they are prisoners now. My sister will know where to find them.
I'll need better directions to this cave.
Follow the western road and look for a trail heading north into the woods. It will lead you to the cave.
Very well. I'll find your sister and see what she has to say.
We shouldn't be seen together. I'll take a different path and meet you later, if I can.
If your Legion couldn't stop these mercenaries, what chance do we have?
Good you've come. I was beginning to fear my sister was too late, and you were killed or taken by the others.
I was told you had some information that would be useful.
Straight to business, then? Pity. You weren't the only one who escaped the slaughter at the estate, but the others were soon recaptured or slain.
The Lascanzi took prisoners? Where are they being held?
In this very cave. At least one is still alive, maybe more. I offer you this. A key that will open the prisoners' cages. If you hurry, they might still be saved.
What are the Lascanzi planning to do with the prisoners?
They'll be held here until the witches have prepared their rituals. Then they will be... questioned.
I won't allow that to happen.
Then perhaps you should accept my offer, instead of standing about asking questions, hmm?
I need to know more about you before I agree to this. How can I trust you?
I have not lured you into a trap. Is that not evidence of my good intent? But if you insist, my name is Leona, and I have goals that are not shared by my kinsman. Is that sufficient? Or shall we dicker about as the flames grow hot?
What kind of opposition can I expect?
Doubtless you have faced Lascanzi mercenaries already. More await you below, but you've made it this far. They should prove little challenge. The witches may give you more pause. Their spells are deadly, and they have power over the dead. Be wary, but moreover, be quick.
Very well. I'll accept your gift, and if it turns out to be genuine, you'll have my thanks.
I am pleased to see I was right about you. Go now. It would be better if I were elsewhere. Perhaps we'll speak again, after this affair is finished.
It seems the Dark Sister smiles on us. She has brought the last of the wayward children to us.
Release your prisoners and leave in peace, and I'll spare your lives.
Ha! You are a bold one, but I'm afraid not.
I fear my employer far more than I fear you, little Legionnaire. But now that you are here, you have saved us the trouble of hunting you down.
Thank you. Are you a Legionnaire too? I knew there must be a few of us left. Wasn't sure you'd find me here, though. At least not in time.
What was that witch planning to do to you?
I don't know. At first, I thought she was going to question me. I told her she wouldn't get any secrets out of me, but she just laughed. And then she and her friends lit that bonfire. If you hadn't gotten here when you did, I think she meant to burn me alive.
Do you know if anyone else made it out of the estate?
Just the woman in the other cage. We haven't had the chance to speak much.
How did you end up here?
I got captured at the estate. When the others ran, I stayed behind to protect some injured men. I killed a few mercenaries, but they must have knocked me out and carried me here.
That was a noble sacrifice you made. You might have been killed.
Yes, well, someone had to do it.
So, you're descended from the old Legion, too?
Yes. My name's Armand Dublanc, grandson of Crespin Dublanc. He died in Stonebridge 30 years ago before I was born. Our family had an estate in the farmlands, south of the city. We hid there for a long time, but Jane Cassinda found us. She killed my parents, my brother and sister too. I was the only one who got out.
We need to get you out of here. You should be safe to head back to the chapter house.
Guess I owe you one. All right, I'll meet you at the chapter house. And be careful.
Help! Over here! Thank you for releasing me. I underestimated these witches. It looks like a simple cage, but it's not. I tried to burn my way out. Somehow it's proof against fire.
You tried to set your cage alight?
I've always been able to call fire at will. When I was young, I thought I was its source, but it's stronger when my purpose is clear. I tried to burn the bars of the cage, but the metal stayed cold, nor could I project flames from inside. Lascanzi witchcraft, it must be. Now that I'm free of that cage, they'll need to jump into water if they want to escape my flames.
You have a foreign look. Are you descended from the Legion?
Not from the Legion, no. Odo believes that I am an Archon, a creature out of myth. It sounds ridiculous, I know. And if it's true, then where are all the others of my kind? He found me, not far from here, when I was a child. He says that I was unique, a sign of hope to him. Those are his words, not mine. But I tried to live up to them.
Did the Lascanzi take you unaware?
No. Odo sent me to keep watch for stragglers, anyone late to the gathering. I was in town when the Lascanzi attacked. Witch magic painted their army as shadows and quieted their steps, but I saw them. It was my cries that alerted the town. The townspeople fled. I was alone, outnumbered, but I chose to attack. I don't even know why.
The mercenaries came here to ravage and kill. You wanted to see them punished.
Yes, you're right. I fought the Lascanzi not as a soldier, but as an executioner. They'd come to destroy the Legion. The idea that even one among them should escape ignited me. I swore to burn all that I could, and did.
Odo and Martin are waiting. They sent me to find survivors.
Odo is alive? Take me to him. I promise I can hold my own if it comes to a fight.
You certainly handled that with more aplomb than I expected. Bravo, my dear. Now then, since you've accomplished your goals, I wonder if you wouldn't be willing to do me a favor.
How did I know you're going to want something out of me?
Oh, come now, darling. After all I did for you, you can certainly spare a little time to help dear Leona. I have come into possession of a key that opens the gates of Gunderic Manor. I need a big strapping man to go in ahead of me and make it safe. So naturally, I thought of you, my dear.
I want to know more about the manor first.
Gunderic Manor was where the Legion trained its mages. They are all long dead, of course, and the house abandoned, but it may still prove useful.
You already have the key. What do you need from me?
Gunderic Manor is abandoned, but it is not empty. Lord Gunderic and his dead servants still roam the halls, slaying any who intrude. My arts give me some little power over the dead, but not that much. I need the manor to be cleared before I take possession.
Why do the dead walk in Gunderic Manor?
I've heard many tales. Some speak of Lord Gunderic's daughter dying young, but still being seen about the manor. Others speak of Gunderic himself. When the Legion made its final stand, Stefan did not stand with them. He remained within his manor, with his family and his most trusted students. Some say that cowardice damned him. Others that he tried to enact a terrible spell to end the war then and there. Tried and failed.
All right, give me the key. I'll go look into it.
Wonderful. Such generosity deserves an immediate reward, so I'll tell you what I know of those who hunt you. The attack on the Montbarren estate. Liscanzi mercenaries did the bulk of the fighting, but their leader was a woman named Rejani.
That's not much to go on. Can you tell me anything about her?
I do not know who she is, or perhaps what she is more apropos, but she has great wealth behind her. She hired half the Lescanzi clans in southern Ebb and marched them here to stop you, to stop the Legion from being reborn. You might be interested to learn that she has bivouacked herself in the town hall. If you desire vengeance, that is where you should go.
I appreciate your candor. That information will be very useful.
Information is only the barest glimpse of what I offer. Ours could be a very profitable friendship, if you give me Gunderic Manor. Here then, take the key. I will see you again after the manor's current residents have been evicted. That door leads back to the forest. May the Dark Sister go with you, and the faithful Hound guard your path.
There you are. I wanted to thank you for trusting me, in spite of my Lescanzi blood.
How do I get to Gunderic Manor from here?
Ah, yes, Gunderic Manor. When you leave the cave, follow the road away from town. The manor is not far from here. I do hope to see you again soon, but for now,
More enemies. They know we're here.
The mercenaries are returning from Raven's Rill. They are looking for you, I think.
Will you help me fight them?
No. If they see me here, they will know that Leona has betrayed them. Faithful Hound protect you, and perhaps we shall meet again.